Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. I'm losing my damn mind, brother. I'm losing my damn mind, sister. Nothing ever happens, bros. Are either, like, pogging or in despair, depending on what part of the world that they're paying attention to right now, I suppose. But I just love that. You can't impeach him. He said sorry. He said he was very sorry. You wouldn't want to punish him. He's just a little birthday boy. It's his birthday. He's just a little guy. Oh my god. Oh. Anyways, what the hell are we doing tonight? Today? Tonight? Whenever? I don't know when you're watching this. You could be watching this at any time. It's tonight for me. I don't really want to open a window because I have like 80 million tabs just like hidden right now. And I don't really want to make a new tab just to go to my YouTube account. I don't know, I'm feeling like, how about we play? I'm trying to think of somebody that I don't play very often. But, I mean, we might just play... You know what? It's Yumiko's time to shine. Random. But we'll stick with the generic perks so that we can actually give Yumiko a fair shot or whatever. Curious birthmark. I got a little bit scared there real quick, but thankfully no reason to be particularly frightened. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be frightened when you're playing Yumiko. You're not quite in the best position here, but what we can do is we can get some money, and we can put up the funny image so that you don't get the screen flashing repeatedly 80 million times while I look for Moriko real quick. And then we can kind of just jaunter on over to the dog store to buy, hopefully, a camera. I would like to buy a camera. I would like to take some photographs. Look at this graph, you say? Ho 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 ho! Very interesting. Residential recluse sucks. I don't want to think about that. Wordless ward sucks. Noisy nails sucks. All of these things are awful. Don't at me, or I guess we do household hell. But yeah, don't at me. This isn't good. Insomnia is terrible, by the way. You do hate to see it. The camera does not exist. The camera does not exist. We will shrimply just wait until we get Jar of Blood, and then we will go buy a camera. Hopefully, maybe? I don't know. We do need to, like, get something to help us fight bosses, because we're playing as Yumiko, and we have, like, 2 to 3 really nasty bosses. Okay, there we go. I said that I was looking for something like this. There's still no camera. There's still no camera. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, chat. It doesn't exist. Look at this. It doesn't exist. Listen, it's not in the cards. It's not in the cards right now. It doesn't exist. It's not in the cards. I mean, I don't even know what to say. After, like, re-rolling shit for 80 million years, it's like, we're not gonna have a very big window to... I'm amazed that we actually did that. I don't care about the EXP. I need something that is not bad. I need, like, a spell. Or that's good enough. That's exactly what we want. And then, you know, you look at the mansion, and the mansion is doomed. The downtown is doomed everywhere. We have Book of Gore! I didn't even realize. Okay, hold on. Things are coming up Millhouse. Things are coming up Yumiko. Okay. Alright. We can play a lot riskier than we originally were going to play. And I mean, you know, you just want to get out of here as quickly as possible. Regardless, you want to get out of here as quickly as possible. And there's a very important reason why, which is you don't want to do investigations, because investigations suck. They're awful. Investigations are bad. Investigations are stinky. Investigations are bad for your mental health and bad for your physical health, as you can see on your screens right now. Yumiko is having a bad mental health day, and she's been beaten up. Because that's just the, that's just the reality that she lives in at the moment, which is that she lives in the world of horror. Well, we got Noisy Nails, we got Residential Recluse. Both of these are awful. I guess we could do either one. I think Residential Recluse we should do first, because we can get rid of Insomnia, right? That's number one. But two, the longer that we wait, the more HP the bosses are going to get, but we can at least attack the other bosses. We cannot attack the ghost, so we just kind of have to... We just kind of have to hope, you know? Okay, I was just making sure. I don't remember which one I have to... I just kind of, like, know, you know? I just kind of know, you know? I know where to look for who it is, specifically. Alright, get rid of Insomnia. You love to see that. I'm not gonna duplicate more of them, just because I don't think we need to. But we can just use our amazing 8 luck. Good to remember that Yumiko does have an immaculate luck stat. She really does. The Lucky Bat is pretty OP. You know, with Outdoorsman and 1 point of luck, you can get to 10 luck pretty easily. That's really strong. If you can imagine it. Honestly, like, we can Book of Gore the, I mean, I don't really like this, but I'm not like a big fan of this, you know? I can't even dodge it, so there's no like, oh wait, I can definitely take a camera flash though, right? And then this yeah, I can. I 100% can. Okay, so camera flash and then offering, there we go. And you do want something like this to go through, because then you can save yourself a Ghostly Spear, and maybe you save yourself a Book of Gore too. Absolute Wah Cinema. I don't know if this works with camera. I don't know. There's no information about it that I've been able to see on online. We'll take it though, just because, I don't know, sounds interesting. Blood Moon. Now, what do you want to reckon for Blood Moon? Blood Moon's pretty bad, but maybe if you're getting swinging a hit, maybe that's okay. Maybe you're all right with that. Maybe we go Noisy Nails, just because we have a lot of resources that we can use when it comes to killing enemies. And by resources that we can use to kill enemies, I mean we have I don't know why I call it Bone Spear, but or Bonely Spear. Well, I know why I call it why I put the Lee at the end there, is because it's Ghost Lee Spear. So if it was, you know, when I say Bone Spear, I would say Bone Lee Spear, but like, I don't really know why. You know? I think we can take a detour, that's fine, just because you don't really want... If we get an injury, and that injury sucks, or, if that injury is more important, broken jaw, then that's something that we have to immediately address immediately. So, the most dangerous mystery is really just going to be doing School Scissors, because we don't have access to the nurse or the, whatchamacallit. You can just alert the woman, that's fine. That's okay. Any mystery... Like, one of the mysteries we have is Wordless Ward, so we'll always have access to the getting injuries cured, but... I mean, we can keep playing very aggressively, which is one of the reasons why Book of Gore is so good. Is because you can just... I mean... You hate to see that happen like that, but... I mean, I don't know what you want. Hello, dog. Hi. Hello, what are you doing? Just hanging out? Sorry, I got distracted by my dog. It's very easy for that to happen. She's been a little bit of a rascal today because it's been pretty muddy outside, so I have to make sure she doesn't track mud inside, because she does not like getting her feet wiped at the entrance of the house. And by the house, I mean the apartment. Let's see. I mean, this is pretty simple. And again, this is just, like, how powerful you can play a lot of this stuff. Innsmouth look, by the way, potentially disastrous. But, you know, it's very, Book of Gore allows you to just play so impactfully, because you can basically just do that and then not really care, you know? You can do that and basically just not care. So we're at 12 right now, so we can go down to 11, and then I think we go down to 10. But I don't think we go down to 9. I think that's a little bit too risky. And then we go camera flash, and you just kind of... you know... If we're gonna do RNG, we're gonna do RNG. It worked out. It did. Now, this is not nice at all, but it does theoretically work if the vibes are good, which the vibes were good, apparently. Apparently the vibes were good. I wouldn't mind swinging a hit. I wouldn't mind. Now, why do we have terrible strength? It's because of our broken bone. That's alright. Okay. Now, we do want to get our knowledge up there, but I also want to get our strength up there, because that makes our combat directly better. So, how do we want to go about doing this? I think we can, because we got the stuffed toy, I think we can sell the old coin, because bloated is really... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I don't care about bloated at all. It's like -1 reason sometimes, right? Innsmouth look is disastrous for the lighthouse only, right? So I'm very tempted to just, like, send this thing to hell, like, immediately. And we could sell the sewing kit, honestly, because we have Book of Gore. I think that's something that you could probably, like, justify looking into for sure. Because I don't want to sell... I don't want to sell the sewing kit. I would rather sell the old coin, even though Innsmouth look is significantly worse, right? I think we gotta get that broken bone taken care of. I really do. But we could sell the old bat, so we could just bear with it for, like, one more mystery. It's not looking too great, chat. It's looking kind of sus. I really can't, like, sandbag or, like, be, you know, ungrateful, because we have the two best spells in the game. But it is looking kind of... It's giving sketchy, alright? We could sell the compass? You know what? Let's do that instead. Let's not compromise. Let's not compromise. I almost clicked shop for items. That would have been so bad. Oh, actually, we could sell the painkillers. No, that's perfectly fine, too. That's perfectly fine, too. I completely forgot that painkillers were a thing here. Because I do want to 100% get rid of Innsmouth look, because I just think it's sketchy. Now, listen, can we get cursed in the hospital? Yes. There are a lot of bad... Like, we could get a lot of bad curses, but I think that Innsmouth look is just so difficult to play around, because it's like every seaside investigation, which, for this purpose, the, you know, it counts as... the lighthouse counts as that. You just get put in this, like, really awful situation where you can basically just take damage for free at literally every single investigation, and you cannot predict what damage it's going to be either. So it's just completely random. You could take, like, 5 sanity damage with nothing. You can't play around that. You could take stamina damage. You could take both. It's just, Innsmouth look is really, really scary. So, yeah, you gotta be a little bit reasonable with that one. Curse Signs is a little bit bad, but, like, completely fine. Like, we can play around Curse Signs, you know, we can take Curse Signs in consideration. You can't play around Innsmouth look, you can't play around Branded. These are things that just proc. And, they just kind of happen, you know what I mean? So it's important to play around them. By getting rid of them, if you can. Now, we do need to Book of Gore. Which, alright, you know what? I didn't want to have a broken bone, but my bad. We do have swing and a hit, so we're doing +2 damage when we brace prep, when we prep. So let's go ahead and do the camera flash, so that we can start, like, dodging. I mean... I would rather do... I mean, we're doing 6 damage. That's not bad. We can do 12? So it's like, we're in a not a horrible spot, but we could definitely, like, stand to improve our current situation a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot, but that's fine. I mean, we could even, like, brace here, and then... no. You can't do that. You can't do that. Just camera flash. Think that Swift Maneuver is doing something for you. Just believe that in your heart of hearts. Believe that you have a 60% chance to dodge, and that the camera action is literally just you dodge, and that's what it means. So it counts as using a dodge action and the camera action, so the camera's like one of the best items in the game on Yumiko. And then you look at this, and you're like, I don't really want to entertain this boss fight. Because we could, if we wanted to, we really could go the distance, but why? The amount of times we would have to cast a spell would be over 5, most likely. So, I don't know. I guess we can just take, we do have School Scissors left. I think Haunting Dreams is pretty good, but I think that, honestly, we might want to make the play for the fact that we're going into School Scissors, and this is going to save us some health, you know? Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the Broken Bone cured, so I think we really do just go stamina, right? Like, I don't think there's any point in this, because we can never get to 7 strength. We're certainly never getting to 8 strength. The problem with Yumiko is that we are existing in the context of all of our stats suck. All of our stats are horrible, and we don't have any perks that give us, like, a stat advantage. So we just kind of have to rely on RNG a little bit. Now, do we get lucky? Yes, we get very lucky. We get very lucky indeed. Now, of course, if you wanted to get the correct ghost combination and then kill the ghost in one turn, the recluse ghost in one turn, you could do that. I don't see why not. It's just that knowing that we were playing Yumiko, I wanted something else that would give us an advantage. This is a luck check, right? It is. I wanted something else that could give us an advantage so that Bad Omen, Troll Doll on the ceiling, Bad Omen, bad vibes. We already have it, so we want to fail this. 20 EXP, thank you. And it's timeline B, so I don't care. I don't care what chalk we got on the board. Now, this is something where you're a little bit not happy about this at all. You're a little bit not happy about this. So we can do 6 damage, I guess. And I'm sure, yeah, sure, I'm alright with that, I guess. Yeah, just we have a 60% chance to dodge. Totally, 100. So just you know, keep it 100%. You have a 60% chance to dodge, and you just dodge every hit in the game. I think this is one of the first times we've legitimately actually been hit in this run. So, like, when we have dodged or used the camera, I think this is one of the actual only times we've ever been hit. So, I can't complain. Yo, library book, EXP, Pog, let's go. And then, I mean, it was a bow and a clap. So, again, like, if we were playing Yumiko, I wanted to get an advantage on Yumiko that we could use on any mystery. If you're playing, like, literally any other character, you go here early, you remember the combination, and then you instant kill the Recluse Ghost, and you just take 1 round worth of combat damage, because that's how the ghosts work. When you get the ritual right, they still hurt you, because they're scary like that, and they're spooky like that. 2 healing is better than 1 healing, I guess. If you think about it, you can either get 3 from going to the bath, or you can get 2 from going to the bath, and 3 also gets you a level up, which is another perk. So, dexterity, it's not going too great here, chat. It's not going too great at all. We're actually taking 9 across the board. We're taking 9, 5. Across the board, we're taking 9, 5. So, right off the bat, you're in a very unlucky position here because, I mean, it's not looking too good. But we probably should have tried to get knowledge to 8 because we definitely could have. We could have gotten our strength to 7 And it would have been 8 if we didn't get 2 broken bones in this run and only had the mystery layout to cure one of them. But, you know, that's fine. So all we have to do is make sure that we don't die, I guess. And that's a little bit easier said than done normally, but we're not in a normal situation. We have Book of Gore. Now, I'm going to wait to use Book of Gore as long as possible, because Book of Gore is, well, you know, it could give us an injury that is particularly pretty bad, but it doesn't really matter. I don't even care to get that accurate at all. Cut Artery is one of those ones that I wanted to avoid, but it shan't matter, because we're done. Well, we're not done. We've got one more to do, but we can just cast Book of Gore again, and then we're fine. It doesn't matter what it is. It's Swollen Joint. You don't have to run. Don't worry. You can't run. You don't have to run. You just won the game. Oh, get me out of here, chat. Get me out of here. Thank you for watching. My name's Webweaver. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever the hell you decide to watch next. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.